Hello everyone, thanks for checking out my video. So I just wanted to respond to some of your questions about how to read the balances page on MiningPoolHub.com. So this is more or less a follow-up to some of my previous videos on Awesome Miner and MiningPoolHub. The big question being, how much cryptocurrency have I mined? How much of that is being exchanged? And when can I expect my payouts and all that? Okay, so let's get into a little bit more detail here on the MiningPoolHub site. Okay, once you log into MiningPoolHub, one of the questions you'll have to answer is, what coin do I want to be paid in? And while this may be a little bit of a refresher for some of you who are already doing this, I think it's worth revisiting just so that we can go over all the details from soup to nuts. And the first part of that is the auto exchange, okay? Here is where you set the coin you want to be paid in, all right? And notice you can choose like pretty much any of the coins on the site. I've chosen Litecoin. I like it because the fees are lower, definitely lower than Bitcoin, and it's accepted on a lot of different exchanges, you know, so if I wanted to send it to an exchange to do some additional trading, I could do that. It's nice to have that option. So I like this. I set it. You just click the little set auto exchange coin. And then another question that has come up in the past is, what do I do if I just want to hodl something? If you want to hold on for dear life, if I don't want to let go of this, I don't want to send it to the exchange. If you're a particular fan of a certain coin that your rigs are mining, then you can switch that coin off of the exchange. Okay, so that's why they have this here. It's basically telling you what coin, which of the three exchanges is trading in that coin, and then whether or not you have it active. So if you said, all right, I really like, I don't know, if you really would like Mona coin and you don't want to trade it, then you just click the switch here, okay? And then any of the Mona coin that you mine will just sit here in the wallet of your Mona coin page, okay? And that would be the same for any of these coins here, all right? And when you're done making those decisions, you click Update Settings. And that's pretty much it for the auto exchange page. Now, what we need to do next is set up our wallet for the coin that we've chosen. So we'll go over here where it says Pools and click on Litecoin. And then this takes us to the Litecoin pool page, and you'll see there's a link here for wallet, all right? And this is where you'll put in your Litecoin wallet address, set your automatic payout threshold, then of course put in your 4-digit code and click Update Account. Now you can do a little bit of math to figure out what your automatic payout threshold should be. For me, it's 0.06. I'm happy with that, but you can set this to pretty much anything you want from 0.002 all the way up to like whatever that is, 5 million. I don't think I would want to leave 5 million Litecoins sitting around, but it just gives you an idea. Now, keep in mind, this transaction fee will be very significant the smaller the amount. So if I took the minimum out, I would literally be paying 50% in transaction fees. And I don't want to be doing that. If you want to figure out what's reasonable, you can do a very, very simple equation here. Let's go to the calculator. All right, you take this number here, the transaction fee, which is 0.001, all right, and you divide that by whatever number you set in your threshold. So for me, it's 0.06. And that number then, in order to express this as percent, you would multiply it by 100. So you just move this decimal place 2 points to the right, okay? There we go. And it's so it'd be 1.6 repeating, or 1.7 percent. That's how much I would pay on this amount right here. All right, so if you said, oh, well, let's just do 0.1. Okay, well, we'll do 0.001, which is the fee, divided by 0.1. And that gives me 1%, because I moved this decimal place over two spots, and that gives me 1%. So the more you wait, the longer you wait, the more you accrue, and the less you pay in terms of that transaction fee. This is a set amount. It's not a percentage, but I'm expressing it as a percent just so that we can figure out how much am I really paying in fees. As you can see, it's still substantially low. So I'm very happy with that. Now, once you've set up this address, you're good to go. Start mining. All right, and after you start mining, then you're going to start collecting coins. All right, so How do we figure out what coins we've been collecting? We go over here to the balances page. First thing I want to say about this page is that if you just started mining with MiningPoolHub, then you may not have anything show up here for a little while. So please be patient with that. It takes some time for the network to catch up to what's going on. And rest assured, anything that you do in terms of mining or trading with any of these coins here on the site, it will show up here in the balances page, okay? So let's try and make a little bit more sense of what these columns are telling us. First of all, the coin column is basically what coin is either being mined or whatever you used for your auto exchange, okay? So in my case, I used Litecoin for my auto exchange. That's why it's here. I'm not mining Litecoin, all right? And same thing for Bitcoin. I set Bitcoin as one of my auto exchange coins about a month ago, but I've switched it because the transaction fees are a little too high. All right, the second column is the credited column. So what this is telling us is how much of that particular coin has been credited to our wallet on the site. All right, so in the case of Bitcoin, I have 0.0001 and some change credited to my wallet here on the site. All right, and same thing here with Litecoin. This is the one that I use for my auto exchange coin. And if I wanted to see a little bit more about what's happening behind the scenes here, I can get to my wallet very easily just by clicking Manage Wallet. All right, so let's do that. We'll take a look. Here's our Litecoin wallet. And just like we did when we set it up for auto exchange, all that stuff is still here, but we can look at this another way. Down here at the bottom, we have our credited amount, right? So here is the total amount of Litecoin that I'm holding on to right now. All right, if I wanted to just cash this out, I could. I have set this to automatic, but if I said I want it right now, there is that option. I'll just go over here to where it says cash out, put in the amount that I want, my address, my OTP code, and click cash out. I mean, pretty straightforward, right? So I think that makes it pretty easy. Every coin has one of these, okay? So you can set up each individual coin to send to specific wallets depending on your needs, all right? Let's go back to the balances page. So once again, whatever is credited to the wallet on the site for that particular coin is listed here, all right? You might say, well, what about all these other coins I'm mining? How come there's zero? I thought I have actual balance of that. Well, you do, but since we're using the auto exchange, it's not going to that wallet. It's going to another area where it's held on to until you reach a certain amount to go to the exchange, okay? So a couple things to talk about here. That's the third column, credited for auto exchange. So this is sort of an intermediate zone, if you will. It's the 50-yard line. What we have here is, let's look at Bitcoin Gold because there's two numbers, okay? We have an amount of Bitcoin Gold here that has been credited for the auto exchange. So this amount here has been confirmed and ready to go out to one of the exchanges. But there is a number in parentheses here, and if you hover this, it will say unconfirmed. Okay, so we have an unconfirmed amount. Basically what's happening here is we're waiting for this unconfirmed amount to become confirmed. As soon as it does, it gets added to this number here. All right, and if we want to take a look a little bit more closely at this, we can go over here to the Bitcoin Gold page and then click on transactions. All right, and that will show us all of the transactions that we have in Bitcoin Gold. Of course, there's a large number of them that's already been confirmed, but up here at the top, we have a bunch that we're still waiting on confirmation. As soon as they're confirmed, the total amount adds up. All right, and once that total amount reaches whatever threshold is set for that coin by the exchange, then it will go out to the exchange and be traded at whatever the exchange value is. Now, here's one of the nicest parts about using a mining pool like this, because it's not just your amount that's being added up, okay? It's everybody who has been mining Bitcoin Gold. So as everybody mines Bitcoin Gold, it all gets totaled up so that it can more quickly and efficiently be sent out to the exchange and be traded and sold at the higher value. That ensures you faster payments and higher payouts. All right. And rest assured, these numbers are tracked by a unique API that's assigned to your account. Okay, so all of this information is tracked even though it's all grouped together as a pool. So the pool does the trading, but your portion of it is tracked so that you're always going to be sure that whatever amount you put in is the amount that you're going to get credited in whatever exchange coin you set. So, you know, I'm going to get back Litecoin. All right. That's pretty much it for credited for auto exchange. So parentheses is unconfirmed. We're waiting for that to be confirmed. As soon as it is, then it will be ready to go to the auto exchange. Once everybody's mining has helped us to reach the limit needed for the exchange, it will be sent out. Okay. When that happens, then it will go over to the fourth column here, which is on exchange. Okay. So, as you can see here, I've got some Ethereum on exchange, some Monacoin, some Music Coin, and we're just waiting for this to be exchanged for Litecoin. All right, so it's out there trading right now on whatever sites they're using. I don't know what else I can say about this. You know, once an amount goes out to the exchange, that's it. You have to wait for it to come back to you for whatever coin you set as your auto exchange coin. You can kind of stop the stuff that's credited from going to the exchange if you wanted. I've already showed you how to do that to prevent coins from going to the exchange. You know, so if you made a mistake and you said, "Oh no, I want to," there's Monacoin that's credited to go. I don't want it to go. Well, we can go over here to the Manage Wallet and see how this has credited for exchange. I can click this arrow to the left, and it'll take it off of here and put it into my wallet on the page. All right, but I would also have to change it here on the auto exchange. So let's go to where it says Monacoin here. I would have to turn this off. Otherwise it'll keep automatically going to be traded. You know, so the only way to prevent it from going to the exchange is to turn it off. All right. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. One other thing I wanted to show you, which I think is great and may actually be even more helpful to you, is MiningPoolHubStats.com. So once you visit this site and plug in your API, which I'll show you how to do in just a minute, I just want to show you how it's listed. A lot of the information here is the same as what you would find on MiningPoolHub. Just keep in mind that MiningPoolHub's information will be a little more up to date. Like it's newer because that's the site you're mining on. The API that this uses doesn't get updated instantaneously, so it does take a little bit of time for it to catch up. So this is not real time. It's close to real time. All right, so just kind of put you at ease in terms of this. Like, you can't expect this to be the exact same number that you see on MiningPoolHub. Okay, in fact, most of the time what's on MiningPoolHub will be a little higher than what you see here. Anyway, here are all the coins. Their conversion rates, which is really cool. It shows you in fiat currency what it's worth and whether it's up or down. Here's the amount confirmed that's sitting in your wallet, which is nice. All right, this column is not used. I don't know why it's still here, but he's not using it. On exchange is, I think, what this says here. This is the amount that's on exchange, okay? And it's basically giving you that amount and expressing it in USD. So you can see very small amounts, and that the reason why they're small is because, you know, that's the rate that I can mine at, but also because, you know, we've taken it from everybody who's mining and added it to their amounts so that we're able to get it out there on the exchange. So I would venture that many of these here are way too low to actually trade. You know, so if you went to an exchange yourself, they might say, oh no, you know, the minimum for us to trade any type of Ethereum is 0.01. You know, so we're nowhere near that, but it's out there on the exchange being traded right now because the price is up, you know, so it's taking advantage of that. One of the great benefits of being in a pool. On exchange unconfirmed is this one right here. So anything that's in these parentheses is being reflected in that column. All right, so we're still waiting for that to go on exchange. And then here's the total amount that has been mined. And that just gives you some idea of what it is. This one they don't have on MiningPoolHub, so it's nice to have this total amount here. I also like the fact that we have hash rate, you know, so interestingly, Z Classic is the only one that's being hashed at right now. This is the only one being mined, so that's why that's all we have reported. Okay, so if you want to set this up for yourself, you just go over here to where it says Edit Account on MiningPoolHub, and then right here you have where it says API key. You just want to double click that and copy it. All right, and then we can go ahead and set that up on MiningPoolHub stats. So on the main page of MiningPoolHub stats, there's two ways you can use this. You can log in and save your API into the system, or you could just do it without logging in, which is kind of the way I like to do it. There's instructions on the bottom right here, which basically says, let me get this out of the way. You can simply go to miningpoolhubstats.com/index/USD/API key. So basically what we need to do here is specify the currency we want, which is the USD, and then just put our API. So let's try that. Okay, so you see how I type that in? It's miningpoolhubstats.com index.php/USD/ and then my API. All right, so let's hit enter on that. There we go. And here are the stats for my Goose-Tech account. Okay guys, that's pretty much it for me. I hope you find this resource helpful and that the video has helped to answer any of the questions that you may have had about the balances page or auto exchange on MiningPoolHub. If so, please give me a thumbs up and be sure to hit subscribe and ding the bell so that you get updates for future videos. And thanks for watching. Take care. God bless.